So this is incredible, guys. Let's check out silver in just a second, and I got to put a title on this video. Just bear with me, please. We're going to let a few more people join up as well. So thank you if you are here on this live. Refresh this. I really need an IT guy, but we're not there yet. You know, we're not at that point yet. Eventually, I'll hire an IT guy to help me out here. Gold is at 4,005. 4,005. Woo. But we'll get into it in just a second, guys. We'll talk about some of the gold stocks, because the gold stocks are actually down today because Trump came out and had to hurt the markets a little bit. He's threatening more tariffs on China. I was doing so good this morning on my stocks, and then Trump, once again, you bastard, Trump, comes out and ruins the fun. But I think he's just creating a shakeout. This could be a shakeout again, okay? Be very careful with what Trump says about these tariffs. It could be all fake. I saw news that said that these tariffs are unconstitutional and they might take the tariffs down. Now today, Trump says there's going to be more tariffs. We're going to read the article in just a second, and we're going to dissect it together and see how it's going to affect the price of gold and silver and our precious AI stocks. All right, guys, because I do own some AI stocks. So, yes, good afternoon, Matt Owen. Thanks for coming back again. I knew you'd be here. I have faith in you. We're going to get on TikTok as well. I have 83 subscribed on my channel. Wow, your channel's growing very fast. That's crazy, dude. Pretty soon you're going to be at 100 in like a week. It'll grow. It'll get up there. It takes time. I am so excited now. Great. Did you buy any bald coin like I told you? No. No, I did not. I will not be purchasing any of that one. All right, so let's check out this article, because the stock market is way down today. Let's check it out. Please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Yes. Thank you. So, speaking of money, the Dow Jones is down 676 points. That's a big drop. Pretty big drop. I've seen plenty bigger drops. But the S&P is down 142, and the NASDAQ is down 20. It's down 647. So the NASDAQ is tech heavy, and it's down the most. So technology is down. Also, Bitcoin is way down. Okay, silver getting pump and dump. This guy is laughing, and he says silver getting pump and dumped. No, silver is just volatile. Yeah, it gets pumped and dumped by the insiders. Yeah, they pump it up and then they short it, and then they pump it up again and then they short it. So yeah, that's how every asset is. They pump them and dump them, and then overall silver is going to climb higher though. So I'm not really worried. You know, you can say silver is a pump and dump, but not the same thing as like a penny stock pump and dump. Silver's legit, but it's still a pump and dump. You know. But ultimately, silver is also God's money to help us through the end times, okay? You should have 100 ounces of silver per person in your house. Hey, King Bud, I subscribe to your... All right, so as the Dow is down 700 points now. All right, guys, let's check this out. So a months-long calm on Wall Street is shattering Friday, which is today, and U.S. stocks are falling after President Donald Trump threatened to crank tariffs higher on China. The S&P dropped 2% and was heading towards its worst loss since April. The Dow Jones dropped 598, which is now down 700 points, 687. The NASDAQ is down as well, guys. Stocks had been heading for a slight gain in the morning until Trump took to his social media platform and said he's considering a massive increase on tariffs. So Trump typed in, he used the word massive. He had to know that those words would hurt the stock markets, okay? I'm thinking he's probably short this morning, you know? Or his buddies were probably short this morning on the stocks. This could be the final shakeout, I'm telling you. If this melt up is going to happen in the stock market, they would do this. They would have a shakeout right before. We're getting into the end of the year time. This is when the melt up is supposed to happen. So I kind of expected a little shakeout like we're having today. So I'm really not even that worried about the stock market being down. I'm really not. But maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe the stock market will drop even more tomorrow, and then you guys are going to be pissed. So he's upset at restrictions China placed on exports. China placed restrictions on exports, which are the materials crucial for manufacturing. So we have been contacted by other countries who are extremely angry at this great trade hostility, which came out of nowhere. I'm not even sure if I believe what Trump is saying on this, okay? You guys, you got to be very careful what you hear, what you believe. I'm not even sure if I believe Trump, what he's saying. Trump wrote on Truth Social, he also said, now there seems to be no reason to meet with China's leader, and after earlier agreeing to do so as part of an upcoming trip. So he's saying he's not even going to meet with the Chinese leader, Xi Jinping or whatever the hell this dude's name is. You know? The ratchet higher tensions between the world's two largest economies caused a widespread drop on Wall Street, with 4 out of every 5 stocks falling today. Yes, when I looked at my watch list today, pretty much everything was down. The good thing is my portfolio is pretty much all gold stocks, so it's down just a little bit. So you see, as the stock market falls, gold stocks are falling too, even though the price of gold is very strong. Okay, so the rest of the stocks, gold sells off because other people, they're losing so much money. They're like, oh, what can I buy to offset these losses, or what can I sell to offset my other losses so my statement looks good on paper? So they sell some gold stocks because they're in the green on those. That's the stupidest thing to do, but that's modern investors, the majority of them. The smart investors, I think, are holding on to their gold stocks today, though. They're not selling. Most of the newbies are selling. Please like and subscribe. So there's a lot of uncertainty about these trade tariffs, guys. And the Dow is now down 723 points. Wow. The stock market's dropping. I'm kidding, guys. It's not that bad. It's pretty bad, but the Dow is down 730. Guys, it is a bad day. A lot of people are getting scared. A lot of people are getting shaken out. I think that's what it is. Trying to shake people out. Donald Trump, you will not scare me. You cannot scare me. So U.S. stocks were already facing criticism that their prices had shot too high after a relentless 35% run from April. So yes, stock markets have went crazy. So you could argue that we needed a little pullback today as well. Another reason to not be concerned, to not be too worried. Okay? What are these comments on TikTok, guys? We're not really getting any. All right, guys, hit that subscribe button. Everybody hit the subscribe button. Critics say the market looks too expensive after prices rose. Worries are particularly high about companies in the artificial intelligence industry, where pessimists are making comparisons to the dot-com bubble. Yes. We are in a situation that's similar to the dot-com bubble. And I think the bubble is going to get bigger and then it's going to pop. So, yeah, these analysts are correct. Okay. So the markets are overvalued, but they're going to keep going up. That's what my position is right now. So Levi Strauss dropped 11.7%, one of the market's largest losses, even though it reported a stronger profit. So yeah, a lot of these stocks are dropping. Brent crude. Oh yes, crude oil today tanked. Brent, which is okay. You know, I'm calling that oil could go as low as $30, but I think the oil is going to skyrocket. So Brent crude, it dropped in the bond market. 10-year yield dropped. So you know, this is just an article that's giving you some bearish sentiment. I'm not too worried. Oil can go to zero. It has before. Well, it was actually negative. Oil went negative, like negative $30 during the scamdemic. So yes, in a severe crash, a severe recession, oil would sell off and it could go negative again, could go to zero. But it may not go that low. The bottom line is, when oil does crash, that's when you want to load up on it, okay? These are large macro trends that this is where the millions of dollars are made. If you want to get rich, you know, wait till you see something crash. So oil, I think we are going down into a crash. So I'm looking to load up on oil for years and years and years, for a number of years, okay? Some of these stocks we can buy that can pay us dividends for the remainder of our entire lives, all right? So these high-quality dividend stocks, if you want to get these ones, join the Patreon. It's $10 a month. One Valvoline gonna stop bleeding. 820 shares at 35.40. Hey, thanks for that thing right there. Yes. Do you know about the companies that store electricity? No. Companies that store electricity? Not really. They have multiple city block size batteries and energy, hold it for years and resell it. Wow, they hold energy for years and resell it? That's insane. That's crazy. Electricity goes up 10% a year. I mean, that's a good business proposition. Your thoughts on XRP? I've told you about XRP before. I do believe it is a scam. And I do like to purchase XRP when it's down in that 50-cent range. When it's up here, this is where I like to sell it. So that's my opinion. I do believe it's a scam. It's a ghost chain. It's a cult. And I'm not a believer in XRP. I think it's just a cult. They don't actually have the technology. They probably pay banks to say that they may be possibly using XRP in the future. They probably have to make these form relationships and oh, they actually get a bank to recommend it or something like that. It's all fake. It's all about money. Okay. Brad Garlinghouse, big time scammer. So my thoughts on XRP is I don't like it, but I do like to buy it when it's real cheap. I think XRP could push as high as $7 to $10 this cycle in the next 6 months. But I think other cryptocurrencies actually have better technology. The main one being ICP. So I'm loading up on ICP. I currently don't own any XRP. I don't really want to. If I did buy a little bit of XRP, it would just be for the excitement. Maybe I double my money and I have a little bit of fun and I get to join in on the XRP crowd and say, I'm one of you guys, and just have some fun. That's the only reason that I would do it. But I'm not thinking of buying XRP right now. Even though it is dropping today, this would be a good time to get in, but there are better opportunities, way better opportunities than XRP. What do you think about platinum and palladium? It's been said that platinum is 30 times rarer than gold. Platinum is very collectible amongst precious metals investors like myself. There's lots of people that are just like me that they like gold, silver, and they like platinum too. Okay? A lot of stackers, they want to have like 10% platinum. Okay? Platinum is definitely not a dead metal. It's highly coveted. It's highly rare. Palladium is highly rare, but it's not as collectible. Palladium is very obscure. Platinum, I think, is the one you want to own. Okay? Platinum and palladium are used interchangeably in the catalytic converters, but I really believe that platinum has way more potential. Palladium has a super high cost if you want to buy it. You're going to have to pay like a $200 premium or even higher than that. So I would say stay away from palladium unless you get a good deal on it. Your local coin dealer has it for real cheap. I would load up on platinum. The only benefit to palladium is it's still cheaper than platinum. Okay? If you're going to stack, I would say stack, 50% silver, 25% gold, 25% platinum, something like that. I like a lot of silver, a little bit of gold, a little bit of platinum. Okay? I think that's the best way to go. Keep looking at the camera. I'm almost finished. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? So, what do you think about? So, I love platinum and palladium. I do own a physical platinum and a little bit of palladium too. Okay? So, I definitely recommend you buy platinum. I've been recommending platinum when it was down to $800. I told you guys to buy platinum. I know you might not have been here, but I was saying that you should buy platinum. And then it jumped very quickly. I do believe platinum could go as high as $5,000 to $7,000. Palladium, $3,000 to $4,000. That's my predictions on it. Okay. Dr. Profit, tweet on X calling Bitcoin 9094. What do you think? So he's calling that Bitcoin could drop to 90 to 94,000. That would be a really big shakeout. I'll tell you what, I don't believe it. I don't think it will. I don't think it'll go that low. What's happening with gold right now? It's not really too high of a performer. But Bitcoin is down to 116. Wow. But yes, this is what Bitcoin's doing. It's going up and then pulls back down. Up, pulls back. We just had a big one. We went to 126,000. Now we're pulling back hard. So what's going to happen is we're going to see if the price stops falling. I would like to see Bitcoin stop falling at around 110 to 112. But to say it's going down to 90,000 is very possible based on what I see happening in the chart. It's very possible, but I don't believe it's going to happen. So I do believe that's incorrect, that Bitcoin will go to 90 to 94. I actually think that Bitcoin's going to reverse course, is going to start going back up. They're setting people up to believe that Bitcoin's going to fall lower. I think that's they're influencing the masses. They're influencing the sheep. And I think this is false. I think Bitcoin, they're going to make everyone think it's going to go lower, and then it's going to start to shoot up higher. Okay? I think we're in the end game. I think Bitcoin, it's going to stop dropping soon, and then I think we're going way up, 150, 160. My current opinion is that we are in the shakeout. This is a shakeout right now. And I think that crypto is going to go higher, a lot higher. VTI. I don't know what VTI is. I'm guessing it's a crypto. And if you want me to look at it right now, I'm guessing it's performing very well. I don't want to buy things that are already going crazy. I want to buy cryptos that are way down. Okay. Where do you think silver is going by end of year? This guy thinks 3750 with 45,000. Oh, well, by the end of the year, I think silver might hit between 60 and 100. So it's hard to know where. It's hard to know if it's going to run if it's going to go parabolic yet. But I think silver could go between $60 and $100 by the end of the year. This guy just bought a 1 kilo bar. A 1 kilo bar is going for about 1,600 right now. Yeah, silver can go a lot higher. Trust me, bro. It can go a lot higher. Right now, the S&P and other indexes did not start off good. No, the stock market is down today big time. It's way down. Stock market is tanking. It sucks. Why do you think XRP is dropping? Because it follows Bitcoin and it follows technology. Okay, crypto always follows tech. It was born out of the tech industry. So, and Bitcoin is tech. So when you see the NASDAQ drop, that's going to suck down cryptocurrency. So that's the reason XRP is dropping. It's just falling with the rest of the markets. Okay, it's just following the markets. What drives the demand on platinum? Catalytic converters. I used to make pacemakers. There's platinum inside pacemakers. So medical devices. There's platinum in a lot of different things. But so industrial demand drives platinum, and also collectability, the collector demand. And platinum is just so rare and it's such a thin metal that if the demand increases rapidly, the price of platinum will go through the roof. And then, in fact, this has happened before. Platinum went way up, higher than gold. Okay, so we could see a situation where gold is 10,000, platinum is 15,000. That's possible. I know you guys don't believe it, but it's possible. Why do you like ICP? I think they have the best technology in all of crypto, and I really like ICP because I see everybody hating on them. Remember when everyone was hating on Tesla, and I said the price was going to go up? Everybody's hating on ICP. ICP is going to skyrocket, okay? I really like it because everybody hates it. So we're at the lowest part of the cycle. So right now, you want to sell all your crypto and just buy ICP. What do you think is the best finance coin? Solana, XRP, best finance coin. I don't believe in this finance. They're all attempting to be finance coins. Well, I would say none. I just say I buy ICP. ICP is the best coin. The banks are looking at ICP too, so you could say ICP is a finance coin because they're saying that the word is Citibank is looking into ICP. So ICP is the best finance coin. So Bitcoin is still tumbling down, 116. I do expect it to stop soon. I know it's getting a little bit scary. But in order to push higher, it's got to alleviate some of those oversold conditions because Bitcoin is, overbought. Bitcoin is technically overbought, so it's got to pull back a little bit, shake out the weak hands. Okay. Would you buy a Maple Leaf Platinum or an Eagle Platinum? The premiums are a lot cheaper. I would go with the Maple Leaf. 100%. If the premium is way cheaper on the Maple Leaf, you got to go with the Maple Leaf because the premium probably is a lot cheaper. U.S. coins just have a super high premium. That's just how it is, okay? Just like Silver Eagles. You don't want to buy Silver Eagles, just buy a regular old silver rounds, okay? That's how you make the most money. Are you buying anything right now? Well, yes. Silver, I'm buying ICP. I'm buying a lot of Realbotix stock. That is XBOTF. Those are some of my main plays, but the main plays are on my Patreon. I don't tell you guys, the general public, what my main plays are. That's just $10 a month. Patreon is John's Gold and Silver. But yes, some of the basic things I'm buying is ICP coin, Shiba Inu coin. I'm buying a lot of gold stocks, silver bullion, and Realbotix, a lot of Realbotix. And I am also buying my big 5 oil stocks because I believe oil is going to go lower. So if we load up on these now, in the next 5-10 years, we're going to be very rich, very wealthy indeed. Because these are some of the better, highest quality stocks for commodities in the entire world. Also, why Realbotix? Because they make a humanoid female companion robot that is it's the best on the market. Okay, you show me a better one on the market. Show me a better one. You can't. They have the best product on the market. As soon as they can make them walk, we're all going to become millionaires if you hold that stock. Pretty much guaranteed. When these things can walk, the stock's going to go up to $30, $40, $50 a share. I will probably go into the hundreds a share. I would say in the hundreds. We're all going to be millionaires. But if they can't make them walk, then we might break even, or we might still make. I'm predicting a 6x. I'm predicting we can make six times our money from here. If we go to $3, we're at 40-something cents right here. I think Realbotix can go to $3. But if they do develop the technology to walk, then I think we're looking at a whole lot more money. We can make tens of thousands of dollars easily. But this is the kind of stock where you could lose everything too. So you got to be really careful with this one. I would not invest more than $2,000 or $3,000 in it, just because you don't know. Even though the technology is very good, their product is very good, it still is very expensive. Okay, they have to charge a lot of money. It's $175,000 for these dolls. $175K. You know. If they can bring the price down, that would be really, really good. Then they could start selling, you making more revenue. But they have these dolls that they have. They're not only for companionship. They can be placed inside of businesses. Okay? Realbotix has one in Times Square, New York, right now. It might be over with, but they had one in New York, Times Square. Okay? You can put them in your businesses to attract attention, make more money. Okay? What Realbotix needs is lower interest rates so they can get loans to research better technology to make these things walk. I could see the stock going to $10. And right now it's like 43 cents. How's Burger King? It's really good. I'm defying the typical Burger King stereotype, Burger King employee stereotype. You know, when people hear something from me, when they hear a stock from me, it doesn't mean it's at the top. It means it's at the bottom and it's ready to skyrocket. Okay. Usually when you hear about a stock opportunity from your local fast food employee, it means it's at the top. But I'm like one of those rare, ironic abnormalities, you know. I'm a Burger King worker, but if you get a stock tip from me, you're getting a great stock tip and you're going to make a lot of money, you know, which is something you don't really see, you know, because they used to say you get your stock tips if you get a stock tip from a shoe shine boy, that means that the stock is already at its highest point. You know, by the time you hear about it. So I try to be early on all my stock picks. So you use Webull. I use E-Trade. If silver passes 50, I'm adding more, but maybe it'll take long to pass 50 range. What do you think? Well, guys, any day that we're up here at 50, this is a good day. You know, silver is just strengthening its position, solidifying itself at a higher level. It's in the process of being repriced. So silver, it's going to probably go. I think it's going to keep going higher. Okay, we could go sideways here for a little while, but ultimately, I do think silver is going to start shooting up. We're in a bull trend. And when silver gets this momentum going, it's very hard to stop. So I do believe silver will keep going higher here. Okay. I'm reasonably sure. I do believe silver will. It's gonna do wonders. Silver will make people very wealthy, guys. It just days like today are not that good. Okay. Let's check out the markets again and see just how bad we're doing. How bad the stock market really is today. This guy bought a monster box of silver, dude. You are going to be one rich man. Bought a monster box. Burger Boy, Mr. Meaty. How is Burger King pasty? It's very good. It's very good. You don't know the thing you're talking about? Time's up. Head to the cashier, Burger Boy. They have usable holes. Goat, Nick, Shiba Inu. We're getting a lot of good comments on the TikTok, Shiba Inu. I'm a big fan of Shiba Inu. I do believe that we should be loading up on it right here. This is a very good level. My prediction for Shiba Inu, I even thought that the price of Shiba was going to go to 505. I told you guys months ago, Shiba could go as low as 505. Never happened. That prediction so far has not come true. So Shiba Inu, it could still go lower here, but I think it's in store for a 10x. I think we can 10x. We can drop a zero on Shiba Inu. And I especially like Shiba Inu because I get a lot of comments that say Shiba Inu is a dead coin. That makes me really like it. Anytime when you get a lot of people that start to hate on something, that's when you want to really buy it, okay? You got to train your psychology to do the opposite of what others are telling you to do. If other people are telling you that a stock is bad, it's probably a really good one, okay? So you got to train yourself to be different. You got to be a contrarian. All right, guys. When do I predict Shiba Inu will go to the moon? They're asking on the TikTok over here. Within 6 months. I believe within 6 months, it will have a major straight up move where we go straight up. I do believe it's coming soon. Silver is a byproduct of other mining, example, copper. Yes, copper is the primary one that silver is mined along with. Is copper an investment strategy? Yes, I believe if you hold any raw commodities that are like metal that don't deteriorate and don't decay, you will be preserving value. Copper, I wouldn't call it an investment strategy. I would call it a saving strategy. Okay, I have a lot of copper pennies. I have a lot of copper pipes and copper bars and copper bricks. And I don't believe that it's an investment strategy. I just believe that you're preserving wealth in the metal. It's definitely, copper is definitely not what you want to call an investment. However, the rising copper could go up in value faster than the dollar declines. So that actually would be an investment because you'd be actually making money. Okay, so copper can become an investment during certain periods of time where its value rises very rapidly, faster than the dollar declining. Okay. So that's my opinion on copper. I'm a big fan of copper. I love it. Copper is it's an incredible metal, incredible. Conducts electricity, and it's very cheap. Okay. The only problem is copper is going to oxidize. That's why they like to use gold they have copper and they have copper, gold-plated copper wires, you know, so that way it won't decay. Silver is going to pass 50. I hope it does. I hope it does right now. Let's check out, what is the price? Silver is up, yeah, 50. No, 49.98. No. Okay, 50. We're back up over 50, guys. We're back up over 50. $50.01. Yes. $50.01, guys. We're right. We're just barely holding on. $50. Let's check out gold. Because gold's coming up. Gold's coming up. $4,017 on gold. So what I need to see from gold right now, we need to break out above $4,022, okay? If we can break out above 4,022, then the next level would be to push through a new record high at 4,060, okay? So this is key. We have to break above 4,022, like right now. It's not doing it, though. It's not doing it. We'll see. We'll see what happens, guys. I don't know. John, go to the site USD. Oh, the US debt clock. I already know what that site is, man. I already know that. I need to buy gold and other commodities. I only have stocks and indexes. Yes, you should have physical metal, okay? Because if those stocks go to zero, because we're in World War III, you're not going to have any money. It's going to be gone. Nothing. Who knows if you'll ever get it back? I mean, I'm pretty sure you don't have your certificates, your stock certificates. I don't. So you got to have physical metal. You just got to do it. You got to. Let's check out the markets again. We're dropping lower, guys. We're dropping lower. The Dow is down 765. But I wouldn't, not too worried. We could get information that comes out tomorrow that makes the stock market go right back up. Okay? So don't even sweat it, guys. Gold ETFs, bad or good? I would say bad. I would rather buy individual gold stocks. You could buy, the GDX, the GDXJ are the two big gold ETFs, and they're starting to hit all-time highs now. But you can make a lot more money just by buying individual gold stocks. So I personally don't buy the ETFs at all. I just buy individual stocks. You can make more money that way if you know how to pick your stocks. If you don't know how to pick your gold stocks, join my Patreon. I have a list on there that's specifically for all of you guys watching this to get that list and to buy some of these stocks. And ultimately to become rich. Crypto going down like crazy. Perfect time to buy more. Yes, I do believe it's a good time to buy. This is a big shakeout day. Big shakeout indeed. I need that when the dollar goes down. You're better off having debt and assets than savings. True or not? Having debt in assets than savings? What do you mean? Having DEPT? Or you mean DE? I read that when the dollar goes down, you're better off having debt in assets than savings. Well, maybe because you're paying off your debt as the dollar inflates and the dollar loses value. So you're paying off your debt with inflated dollars. I think that's what you mean. But you really don't want to have any debt. That's a freaking mind strategy. It's not no. You're looking at it the wrong way. The right way to look at it is you really want to eliminate all of your debt possible. You don't want to get big loans and have to pay it back no matter what, you know? Right now, the interest rate is too high. Don't get any loans right now. But savings, no, you should not have that much savings. Your savings should be gold and silver. You should save in gold and silver. That's your savings. When the dollar goes down, you don't want to have dollar bills. You want to have gold. And right now, I'm thinking, why would I sell my gold or silver if you're about to give me dollars back right when the US dollar is going to start to drop, right when gold and silver are just getting momentum? This is the worst time to sell gold and silver, okay? You want to be buying here. Is there a good debt like with real estate? Yes, like right now, there's not much good debt because interest rates are so high and real estate is so high. Right now, there's not a lot of good debt unless you find a crazy deal so that it can justify paying a super high interest rate right now. So I would say during this current time, there really is not much good debt. Unless, yes, you are growing your business and that business is the profits offset the extremely high interest rate. Yes, there could be considered some good debt, depending, okay? But these are not the times to get loans. This is really not the time. What do you think silver will go till December 26th? It could hit $100 by then, okay, for real. It's got the momentum. It's the silver shortage is real. People are waking up. Russia said silver is a strategic mineral, okay? The U.S. says that silver is a strategic mineral. Well, I think we could see silver go way up, but right now the Dow is down 818. The Dow is way down. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, Trump, he got us good today. Oh, we're going to have more tariffs. You bastard. Trump, you bastard. He got us really good this time. Freaking Trump. Why did you have to come out and say that shit? Oh, I'm going to have more tariffs. You've already done the tariff thing. You've already given the tariffs. You've taken them back. You've given them. You've taken them back. Now he's going to give them again. I swear to you guys, he's just manipulating the stock market for his buddies. Okay? I'm telling you, his buddies were probably short this morning. Telling you. It's all just a big scam. Bastard got us again. Pisses me off. Damn Trump. The good news is gold's back up at 4,021. So it's got the chance to go above 4,022. That's what I said. We got to get above 4,022. If we can do that, guys, gold can push higher towards a new record high. Do it. It's Friday, though. The market's going to be closing any minute. I think the stock market closes at 4:30 today. Guys, are we going to get rich? I don't care. Gold still did well today. Gold did well. If the dollar collapsed, what would 1 ounce of silver potential be? If the dollar did have a pretty big collapse, a pretty big hyperinflationary event, silver could go up to $500 to $1,000 an ounce, or even higher than that. Okay, that's if we get hyperinflation. Okay, and then yeah, you're gonna want silver. That's the only way you're gonna survive. Okay, so I tell people you got to buy as much silver as you can get. So yeah, the stock market is down today because Trump has said that he might put more tariffs on China. Not going to lie, silver has too much change on 1M chart using 5-minute. Yeah, it really goes like this. It moves around a lot. Silver is very volatile. But either way, guys, the stock market's tanking today. Who knows what's going to happen on Monday? I don't know. So, guys, please hit that subscribe button. If you're on the TikTok, please join me on my YouTube channel as well. Hit that subscribe button. Follow along. Learn about investing. The more you learn, the more money you can make in these markets, okay? Keep on investing, guys. The channel is doing very well today. 3,559 subscribers. We're finally starting to do good. Hey, Dr. Boof, it's been a while. Is it worth finding sterling silver and melting it down to bars? If you find sterling silver, you don't need to melt it down, okay? You can sell it to somebody and someone else will melt it down the line. Or you can sell it as a piece of jewelry. So if you find sterling silver, I wouldn't melt it down. I would just sell it as is. You can sell it as is. Unless you know how to melt it down and to do all that. Yeah, I told you gold was going to skyrocket. I told all my friends, I told everybody gold was going to go up. I put my whole reputation on this, guys. If gold would have went down, my reputation would have been destroyed. I was 100% sure that gold was going to skyrocket. That's why I put my reputation on it. Okay, guys? Just like I'm 100% sure if you join my Patreon, you're going to start making big money. So, is it worth finding sterling silver? So, do you know where to buy commodities? Well, I buy my silver from Provident Metals. Okay? Provident Metals. They don't pay me. That's just where I buy it. It's good quality stuff, okay? Well, this is worth about $4,000 now. I bought this for $2,900, and gold went so high that it's worth about $4,000 now. Easy money. I made that money. I didn't have to do anything for it. You know? So I bought XRP at 50 cents, sold it at $275. I bought this for $2,900. Now this is worth $4. If I sell this for $4, I could buy another stock. When it goes up to $8, I'll sell it for $8. That's how you make money, okay, guys? You have to keep the money flowing, keep it cycling around. All right? Just like I have one stock right now that I'm considering selling some of it. I'm going to sell that, and I'm going to buy a different stock. And then that other stock, I think it's going to go up a lot really soon, okay? So, yes, you make money, and then you flip it, okay? I teach you how to do this on the Patreon, guys. $10 a month. Come on, it's my only product I have right now until I get my book finished. But the book's been taking forever. I've been working on this thing forever. So please join the Patreon. So much BS, LOL. BS? You call gold and silver BS, dude? Get the heck out of here. October. Yeah, dude. I'm thinking, yes. I'm thinking this is the final shakeout. I was telling you guys Bitcoin was in it and crypto was in a shakeout. Well, this might be the worst day. Right before the dawn comes, it looks like it's at its worst. And this is where we are today. This could be as bad as it gets. All right, guys, as long as we hold on here, we could go into October. I fully believe that. October is just around the corner, guys. They're just shaking everybody out. Gold is the standard. Rejecting naturally made metals from God is BS. Rejecting naturally made metals from God. I don't reject any metals, but definitely gold and silver are the standard, I think. Nero and Turbo. They're, like I always say, I think those are going to go up, but I don't know how much, okay? I don't really follow those that closely. Yes, I do talk crypto, and I have my own crypto portfolio. I have thousands of dollars invested in crypto right now. Okay, I'm not selling any crypto. I'm only buying. I'm loading up right now. What should I be putting my money into right now? You pay me money and I'll tell you. I hold Doge and XRP. Those are two very popular ones that are held by a lot of people, okay? Doesn't mean they're the best just because a lot of people hold them. I think Internet Computer is the better cryptocurrency. It is the better crypto. ICP. What's going on today with the memes? Well, they're all dropping like a rock, you know, okay? They always follow Bitcoin. Bitcoin goes down, all the cryptos are going to go down. That's just the way it is. Bitcoin is down to 116,727. So all crypto is dropping today because of what Donald Trump said about the tariffs. But next week, he could take all the tariffs off, or they could be ruled as unconstitutional. Okay? And I keep telling you guys, the tariffs are the biggest thing that's going to make this market skyrocket. Okay? He's going to probably take off the tariffs. Oh, we've come to an agreement. And then the stock market's going to go up. Dow Jones is going to go up to 60,000. Okay? We're going to go into the melt up. And the tariffs is the one weapon that Trump has. He can say, we're not going to do tariffs anymore. You know, we got a big tariff deal. Everything looks good. And then that's going to be the trigger. Okay? SPX 6900. No, I think that's a scam. You're a bot. Okay, I know you're a bot, dude. SPX 6900. He's a troll. Yeah, I get all those spammer fake comments about the SPX 6900 crypto. It's all BS. Yeah, that guy's a spammer. He's a troll. Seems like he is. I didn't check out tariffs are definitely not unconstitutional. Yeah, that's what the news is, though, and it's all about what people perceive could be the truth. Okay, so sometimes they say articles, the tariffs are unconstitutional. Then you see the stock market start to go up. It's funny how they can do that. They can say whatever they want, whether it's true or not. They say whatever they want, and it's going to boost up the market. Chainlink, Sui, and Ondo, bro. I don't really like Sui and Ondo because Cryptos R Us always pumps them up. So I don't own either of those. And the prices of those are too high. Sui and Ondo, prices are too high. I would get out of those and then cycle my money into something else that's a little bit cheaper. Like Internet Computer. Internet Computer is really, really, really cheap right now. And Sui and Ondo are very high. So I would dump those and then get into ICP. Yeah, that's a genius move. You got to make some genius moves in your lifetime to truly make the big bucks, you know, and it's very scary. It's very hard to do, but you have to sometimes force yourself to do them, you know. All right, guys, that's it for today. ICP on Robinhood. It should be, but I know it's on Coinbase. It's on Coinbase. Robinhood might not have ICP because the insiders are kind of against ICP. So they might want to hide it from Robinhood investors, but I really don't even know. If it's not on there, that's what the reasoning would be. But it could be on Robinhood. It probably is, I would think. Do you think gold will drop soon, retrace, then go up again? Shit. No. If gold is this strong on a day like today, I don't think it's going to really go below. I think 4,000 is going to be the new floor here. I'm pretty bullish on gold, dude. I think 4,000 is going to be the new floor. Apologize for thinking I'm a troll. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dude. But yeah, I don't think gold is going to drop. It's too bullish right here. People see what these countries are doing. They're dumping the dollar. Silver's at $50.04. $50 an ounce, guys. We're gonna get rich, guys. How many ounces of silver you got? I only got 210 ounces. Well, don't say you only have 210. That's a lot. I'm not going to say how much I have, but 210 is a lot. That's good. That's good, man. It's going to keep going up for sure. For sure. Gold and silver is a pretty safe bet. Yeah, gold could drop down to 3,000. I don't think that's going to happen yet. I think we've built up too much momentum. I think gold is going to probably between 4,500 and 5,000. And yeah, a lot of investor money now. It sees what's happening with gold and silver. And gold and silver are telling us something. They're telling us that inflation is coming. Gold and silver go up once the cracks within the economic system become more apparent. So it's telling us that the economy is not good. That's what gold is saying to us right now. And it's true. It's true. That's how we know gold and silver is going to continue to skyrocket. Because gold and silver know that the Fed is going to continue to print money. Okay. So yeah, silver, we're going to $100. We're going to 100. When will Shiba be worth $1? I'm of the opinion that Shiba Inu may never be worth $1 because that would just be insane. Okay. But if Shiba Inu were to go to $1, I would estimate that it would take at least 20 years. Okay. At least 20 years. And we need the burn rate to really start going much, much, much higher. We're going to have to see the burn rate probably 40 to 50x what it's doing right now if we ever want to get to $1 on Shiba Inu. So yes, we could, but we're not burning enough. Shiba going to $1 is like XRP bullshit inflation. Is like XRP. Yeah, Shiba Inu is not going to go to $1. I never said it would, but if it did, it would take at least 20 years plus. So, but it might not ever go that high. It might not go to $1 in my lifetime, but my kids are going to inherit my cryptocurrency. So in my kids' lifetime, maybe Shiba Inu will go to $1. Okay, you got to think about long term. I have Shiba Inu that's for long term, that's going to my kids. I also have Shiba Inu that's for short term for me to buy and sell and trade and make money on. So I think that's how you need to look at investing. You should have some of your stocks and crypto saved for the next generation. Is ICP AI? Yes, they have what's called caffeine AI integration. Okay, so it allows you to talk your own website into existence. Basically, you talk to it, and the AI can hear what you're saying, and you tell it, like, I want to make this kind of a website, I want to make this kind of an app, and it will do it for you. So it is AI, absolutely. I actually think ICP is the best AI coin in the entire world. Okay, and I've looked at a lot of cryptos. I haven't looked at every single crypto in the world, but I've looked at a lot of them. I think ICP is the best one by far. So I continue to buy it every single week. I do automatic recurring purchases. Okay, it's called a recurring purchase. So every week I buy internet computer no matter what happens. What if I'm having a good day, a bad day, if I feel happy, if I feel sad, I'm going to buy ICP. Over time, that investment's going to grow. And then in 6 months from now, maybe it'd be worth a lot of money. So investing $5 a day, is this a good strategy? Yes, you should start with $5 and up it to 10 and up it to 20, and make decisions throughout your daily life that make you more successful. Set yourself up, okay? You don't want to have a car payment that's $700. That's setting yourself up for failure. If you have a car payment that's $200, then you can take that other $500 and invest that every single month. You see what I mean? So you got to lower your expenses, increase your investments. This is how you can become rich, and it starts slow, but then it goes very quickly. Your first $10,000 is going to be the hardest. After you make your first 10 grand, your next 10 grand, it's easy. And then your next 10 grand after that, it's even easier. Okay. So guys, don't get discouraged on your way to $1 million. It does take time. All right. All right, guys. Thanks, everybody. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I got to go because I got to do a lot of stuff today. Subscribe. please hit that subscribe button and check out some of these investments and consider getting into gold and silver. I think it'd be a good idea, guys. All right, guys. So we'll see you soon in the next video. The TikTokers are gone. Now it's just us. Go live for a total of 120 minutes. New stage in live journey. Huh. So yeah, you could invest $5 a day, dude. There's nothing wrong with that. 5 a day? Yeah, that's good. So yeah, silver is $50.09 right now. Let's check out a few of the stocks and just see how bad this is getting today. It's getting pretty bad, okay? So we've got the NRGU, which is the triple leveraged oil. That's down $2 today. We've got SPCE, Virgin Galactic. That's actually up 2 cents today. First Majestic is up after hours. Western Copper and Gold, WRN, that's up to $2.20. So that's one of my stocks that's up today. XRP continues to fall. ICP is down to $4.15. Wow, it's very cheap indeed. Very, very low, very, very cheap. Bitcoin's down to 116.8. Wow. Overall, just a very bad day for the stock market, guys. Very bad day. Hit that subscribe button, everybody. So yeah, it's today is devastating for stockholders. A lot of people might be jumping ship, might sell out. So we're going to see. Can these markets regain bullishness? Today, the Dow was down 878. The Dow was down 878. All right, Matt. Good job. Good on you, Matt. 85. Yeah, dude. You're doing good. You're growing fast, okay? Let me know when you hit 100. Let's check out the price of gold one more time before we go, guys. Oh, it's coming down a little bit. Whatever. Whatever, guys. Okay. I will see you guys later. You guys have a good day. And keep getting rich. All right, guys?